Hello and welcome back to the Colorful Voices of Sisterhood. My name is Agnes Herman. Along with me is my sisters, Diana and Fatia. How are you doing, sisters?
Wonderful.
Good.
Glad to be back.
Yes. Well, let's talk about a little bit about the first annual Rise Above Now. Yes. Fatia.
It was good experience. I hope that we brought some awareness to our community and what is needed. When God give you vision, and He give you also people that's gonna help you bring the vision to life. And I remember, like, it was Sunday afternoon. I was laying down. I was meditating, and then in my vision, I saw Tasha.
And Tasha
Marie.
Yes.
Okay.
Tasha. At once.
Okay.
Yes. Design. And I called her. She said, I'm just leaving the church. I said, Tasha, I just had this vision. And how can we make it happen? At the time, she was doing her fashion show too. And how can we be part of your event? So to bring awareness and educate. She said, yeah, she likes it. So that's how we did last year in August. Then this was our first annual. So it turned out to be really. Where you think you were there? Lamar was there.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think?
Tell me a little bit about Rise Above, though. Rise Above Now. Where did it come from? What was going on that got you that name?
Rise Above Abuse Now. And actually that name came, so I had a mentor and someone that I look up to. She was like mother to me, and her name is Glinda Zillerman, and she took me in like a daughter. And I never thought like you will have connections, someone that older than you, you know, like someone that like mother. And we were sitting, we were talking, we have similar experience, not like when I say sexual, not that trafficking, and then her listened to my story. She looked at me, and at the time I was trying to establish 21. And she said, you did rise above abuse. Just like that. And I say, that's going to be the name.
So that's because she said
you rise above the abuse. Look at you now.
That is a divine appointment.
Yes, that's where like to say that's what it's going to be. That's going to be the name, because so many people, you don't realize you rise. Whatever situation you go through, if it's drugs, you overcome drugs, you rise. You didn't let the drug take over you. So that's how the name came. So I said, okay, I'm gonna trademark the name. So, yeah.
So it's trademarked?
Yes. The Lego, if you see it has the word global. So one night it was 1 p.m., 1 a.m. in the morning. And I had this vision because I didn't realize that when it comes to human trafficking, domestic violence and molestation is global. It's not one culture. It's not one country. So God, He gave me this, like I was just drawing. Then I saw global. That's when I say, okay, we are in God's hands at the same time. This is global issues. It's not one culture.
So for those of you who didn't know about, last Saturday, Fatia just had her first fashion show and award ceremony. And for these are the people who have gone through difficulties, men and women.
Yes.
And this is all about the Rise Above Abuse Now that she did. And I've heard she did a wonderful job.
It was wonderful. And I think it was a full house. Yes. It was a full house. And what I did, like, the story, it was your story that was completely acted out. But it wasn't just your story. It was others that have experienced. And we even had, men folk that had been through something. So it was powerful to me to see a man come forward to tell his story on it. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it's going to free not just him, it's going to free others. And this event right here freed a lot, because there was a lot of teary eyes in there on Saturday night, a lot of teary eyes, because people have been through a lot. And a lot of times people don't allow them to tell their story.
Yeah. It's not people they don't allow. It's just sometimes we don't allow people to know, because the judgment comes with that. Especially for men, it's not easy. We women as emotional. We like to express. We, as men, they've been thought to be strong, and for him to, we had him in our show, Dr. Kerry. That is when I connect with him and when I nominate him because I felt like he deserved, he rise above.
I think this is something that the community is looking forward to now every year. I was talking to Lamar and, he's been to a first event. And I think what you did is phenomenal. Your first, we can already tell that this is something that's going to be successful every year.
Yes. She definitely set the bar. And people are looking forward to it because it was, like I said, it was a very powerful event that came off Saturday night.
Thank you.
There was a couple other things. There was a young girl and she was just amazing to me. I love to see how she took back her voice. She was silent for so long, and she said that she was able to get her voice back.
Yeah, because people ask me why you want to do nominees for Survivor because they had struggle. Everybody struggle. I told them it's not everybody's struggle. Is if you don't understand, if you've never been to dark area in your life where, like, I truly believe that it's not because you cannot fight people. It's you cannot fight your thoughts. Every trauma you experience is like you're reliving, something in your head, something you experience. Nobody cannot take that away. You already experienced that. So in order, you rise that, you come the other side, the light, you didn't take your life. Suicidal is not high because they cannot fight people. It's because you cannot fight the thoughts going through the experience that you had.
Say that again. Say that one more time. Suicide. Say it again.
Reason suicidal is high is not because we cannot fight people. We cannot fight our own thoughts.
Your own thoughts.
Our thoughts, because it's like you saw everything you saw that you experienced, right? Everything happened to you. You're the only one that it can go back and see. And therefore, if you don't know how to fight that, and that's what we take as some people chose to take their life. It's not they cannot fight you. It's not because they cannot fight people, because we cannot fight our thoughts.
Your own thoughts.
And you mentioned about someone is asking you why is it important for you to give such an award. I think this is one way also that the awardee can say something about what happened to
take your voice back. This is why I believe what it happened to us, especially when you are a child, you don't have any control over, But one thing I do know, we all have responsibility to heal. It's our responsibility to heal, not nobody else. So therefore, be saying I see you overcome that dark.
Yes.
You rise that. You didn't give up. Not only that, now you accomplished things that you want in your life. Now it's time for you to heal.
Yes.
Tell your story the way you wanted to tell.
And also something that you have done last Saturday for Tia, it gives them confidence.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it gives them confidence, that self-esteem, that
self-esteem is very important. They were two young girls, last minute they call. And our organization is to build self-esteem and to help to heal. And this is not typical fashion show. I was telling my team, they called Friday. They were teenagers. I said, I will take them in. And guess what? That young girl, they came Saturday morning. They walk like they've been walking their whole life. You see what I'm saying? Giving that opportunity. And even it was last minute, but given that you never know, you don't know if you reject, you never know what can happen to that girl, even if you have to wear my t-shirt that we create, our Rise Above Lego, you're going to walk. They were so happy. They look so beautiful. They were 18, 16.
You enlighten them.
And about, people modeling and walking because you do a lot of that, right? The confidence was just so there. And it was so cute from the tiniest one on. When she walked in with so much boldness and confidence that it was just very heartwarming to see that you gave a person a chance. That was amazing to me. But I do want to go back to one other thing, Fatia. In this story that you told your story, at the end, you had a skit, and it was in handcuffed. It was in chain. It was bonded together. Tell me a little bit about that.
So that was actually, if you see, before that we had a skit. The little girl, she was on the street selling goodies, and the two young girl came to her, and they swayed her, trying to give her a better life. One, they saw her vulnerability. It's not the first time they saw her repeatedly in doing that. So they the one that took her. They were sister. So the lady that they were banned with, she's the older sister. So that's how actually three of us, she took us to.
So that's how human trafficking started.
Yes.
Actually, by sisters going to this baby on the street that was selling to try to get money for her family, herself, right?
Yes. So imagine that she's 11, but she started selling those when she was 8 and 9. But imagine younger when she's supposed to be in school, she's worried about taking care of their family. There's a lot of girl go through that and boy go through that. Then that's how they get targeted, because their vulnerability, there are so many ways. That is one example that any girl, it can be trafficked, or boy, because their vulnerability. And it's another way also in teenagers in school. They see younger that she's a struggle, and she, hey, come. That's what they run away. Where they go? Their friend's house. Their mother, or she's doing whatever,
Right.
So yeah, it's so many ways. That's why I say what they have is statistic. They don't have my story. That's true, because they don't have all the information. How many houses are happening? How many around the world children are trafficked? Labor or sex trafficking? You know what I'm saying? They don't have all the information in the Google.
And the young girl, I think she thought that she was getting hope because she saw somebody really kind of look like her. She was like, okay, they come on, we can help you do better. So she went to call herself doing better and got hung up in this human trafficking.
Yeah.
And it went on for how many years, you think?
She escaped. After that, a few times when I experienced that, I escaped. Then I got to labor trafficking. It's a long story. Yeah.
So went from human to labor.
Sex to labor.
Wow.
And how many times a person can sell somebody over and over? I mean, you can sell drugs one time, but a person itself, you can repeatedly sell it over and over again. Yeah. But it's to me, I don't want to say just a story, but it's awareness that needs to be brought forward more. It needs to be, we don't need to just think that it's just January. No, this is going on.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Everywhere, right?
Yeah.
In a lot of areas.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Fitia, so you have this very successful event last Saturday. So before the second annual, again, do you have any plans in between awareness workshop?
We are. I'm trying to be proactive, because in our community, as well, when I say that, I'm not saying mean to say every family, that's what they do. But as well, if you even do research, 7% of a stranger. Do you believe that? 7% is a stranger.
Most of it's family or somebody else.
Someone you know.
Wow.
Even the research say that. Even they don't know everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like 7%. Those that are molested, rape, and those that you know.
So we're going to be looking for workshops, because you know what, you're strong, and I give it to you all the time. And when I say that, because this could have took your mind.
Yeah. I mean, they take it different way.
Well, I know you talking about.
I have my clothes on, but just think about the relationship you go through. I've been to so many relationships. When I say, people asking me, Agnes actually asked me one time, she said, but Tia, what do you mean? Men became you drugs. People, they might think different way, but some people sick to drugs, to numb themselves, to not think about. For me, sinking men, getting men with relationship that abuse, and this cycle became as like drugs. Like I have to break it. It takes me 22 to do that. But at the same time, from child to what you carry to adult, And it's like, I feel like molestation really take a lot away from you. You're innocent, your self-worth, all that. Yeah. Like when you have flu rejection and it goes through all your body, that's how it is. We act upon on what happened to us and you're very young. And we make those choices, then people look at you, what is wrong with you? You know?
And it not just affected you, not to cut you off, but, I also know that there was a skit that you did with your son and you kept saying to him, you know, you'll be 18 soon. It affected everything that went on in that household for that child. And sometimes when the child grows up, do they fall right in that same trap? Or do they fight?
They repeat.
Yeah.
They really repeat. One of my son's girlfriend, she said something to me. And I said, I know where that comes from because I am responsible, you know.
Right. But at least you own up to it.
Oh, you have to.
You know?
I like what he said, that until you revisit and take responsibility, say, okay, even though I did it, would I not knowing, I act upon on my trauma, it's still I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we have to take responsibility regardless. We don't unknowingly, we have to take responsibility. Listen.
That's great.
I didn't do my part.
And I'm sorry, all of us as an adult, the different things we go through that may affect generation behind us, we really need to own up to it. Either, you know, I looked at all the different scenes because some of it was abuse in marriage, physical abuse, sexual abuse, mental abuse, human trafficking, drug trafficking. You had a kind of story with all that that came in. And grateful for the people that travel. I think they travel even from Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
In a different area. I can't remember another area they said. But they travel to tell that to be a part of that story.
Yes. Some of them actually got accident, 3 of them. I told them, like, please do not. They want to be like to support this, how much it means to some people, even if they didn't experience. I told them, safety is the priority. This is what we're going to do every year. But they want to be here. They got accident. I felt like I was responsible. Like, please go back and what can we do? They were in the highway. To say this, even in the marriage, some people experience rape. If they think you're married, you don't experience rape.
You can just tell how important this topic is. Yes. I mean, people are coming from 4 hours away from us or 3 hours away. You can just tell the importance.
Yes. But, and I was glad to see even on Channel 12 News to go up there to highlight this. Because this is so important.
It is.
And I think all of us got, different things that we do that is very, very, very important. But I am grateful for this weekend and that your story was told.
We just want to congratulate you again. But
thank you.
Well,
we're going to switch right off a little bit.
Our main topic today is about humanitarian aid.
Yeah.
And our sister
what you just done. Humanitarian. It feeds right into it. It goes right back into just what we just commented.
Yeah.
But let me just tell you, humanitarian is someone who actively seeks to promote human welfare and alleviate suffering. This often focuses on helping others by addressing needs such as poverty, disaster relief, education, healthcare, and other issues in the communities. So when we look at a person that's getting a humanitarian award, we look at that. Normally we think they just feeding the hungry.
No,
but there's more to it.
Yeah.
There's
more.
There's homeless, there's shelter. There's disaster. Even, we talk about the flood that came in the mountains not long ago.
Yes.
Look at that. There's just a lot of rescue teams out there trying to help disaster relief.
They actually, the help and the support is humongous.
Yes.
It's great to see that our community really, a small event, big event, floods, whatever, earthquake, they're all coming together. How important that is. It's very important.
Because it's not even the award. It's just the generosity, the act of getting out there, helping one another, that's what I believe God has called us to do anyway. When things happen, the compassion behind it that we do to help.
Yes.
You know what amazing, dude, is a person, you don't even have to tell them to help.
Right.
They just do it voluntarily. I mean,
but why does it have to take a disaster for people to get out to help? Can you please explain that to me sometimes? Because even when a disaster hit, then everybody goes, but do you know there's disasters all the time?
Every day.
And I just use, feeding these kids that are hungry on the weekend. That's almost a disaster. A lot of these kids don't have food.
That's true. Like I was saying, and we're supposed to add something great to the society, not add problem to society. We already have problem. Everybody has their own problem. And when you say humanitarian, it can be anything. It's not only feeding hunger. It can be just kind to just check on someone that needs, hello. Not a lot of people get hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one person can make a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Because we all remember Mother Teresa, right?
yes. What did she say? If you cannot feed 1,000, just feed one. Something like that.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me say that again.
Yep.
Yeah, she's just
she
incredible.
One person made a difference. And it wasn't about awards when she started. She saw the need.
Yeah. She said, if you can't feed 100 people, feed just one.
That's right.
That's powerful. That's what you can do. You start with one. If you don't have, for 100 people and your neighbor needs something, give him one bread. And if you have one, if you can share that half.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And I someone say, is a lot of bad people out there? And that, I say to that person, I say, if it was a lot of bad people out there, this world would be destroyed. There are more good people than bad people, but just sometimes good people, they choose to not say anything or do anything.
Or they're not out there for the recognition.
Yes.
But wouldn't it be good if we had copycats of people that's doing good instead of copycats of people that's doing bad?
Yeah. That would be better.
I think we should change that down. Let's do the narrative and start having copycats of people doing good work versus people that's out there doing something bad. Copy that.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
I think also sometimes, let me just switch a little bit. I see people sometimes would put something on Facebook because they help this. I don't think it's self recognition. I think it's because they wanted to inspire other people also to do the same.
Possibly,
or sometimes maybe not. Yeah.
And that's I can say yes and no in that area. I'm always conscious of people trying to get self-gain.
Yeah.
When they're trying to get self-gain. Because I like to celebrate people. If you're in the moment, to me, that's your moment. And I'm going to celebrate you because somebody else is going to have the nets, and I'm going to celebrate you. And I'm going to be there for you and do what we can. So, I'm always asking people sometimes, what's your intention of doing what you're doing? What's the intention behind it? I really like Mother Teresa. And another one I was going to bring up, Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, yes.
Oprah did a lot for Academy for Girls in South Africa.
Yes.
But I still wish she can do some stuff here too. She's been awarded for the humanitarian award. But we know people locally that's gotten it, right?
Yeah, but like to me, okay, I don't know Oprah, if I assume her intention is because in Africa, they don't have, like for me, if they tell me now, build something that it will help the next generation, I will build education, school in Ethiopia. Because in America, every children, they have to go to school. They have that privilege. Say, you don't have to United Way, you guys give a book and that, right? We don't have in Ethiopia. You see what I'm saying? I don't know Oprah why, I cannot speak for her, but if I assume, because they don't have those privilege back home. And South Africa. Which is amazing
that she does.
She did that.
Amazing. And I love to see how, and it continues to keep growing.
And people, they still say negative about her. They say she did this.
Sometimes you want to ask them, so what are you talking about her? So what are you doing?
Exactly.
I love to ask that question. So now, okay, you did all that talking. Tell me now, what are you doing to make a difference?
Yeah.
At least she's doing something.
Because, Agnes, I'm going to go back to you. At one point, you was collecting books and stuff to send back to your hometown.
Yes. Uh-huh.
That is a part of humanitarian, right?
I am helping about 37 elementary schools there. At least we are trying. I mean, there's a lot of kids. In one elementary school alone, there's like 200 or 300 students from first grade to sixth grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would really like to do. If I would like to build board school for back home, because I believe in education. I truly do. I believe that children, they're supposed to have what they're supposed to have. They age, schooling, discipline, and guiding, all that, like go stage by stage. If you skip all that and get to this age, go back to school, and I just got my GED. It was not easy. I can tell you that, because life happened here, so many things. So, and everything we're supposed to have when we're little.
Right.
And I believe in that children, they need necessary tool for them to become who they're supposed to be. The discipline, the love, the care, the guiding them to where they're supposed to get education. And I don't know, that's one of my dreams.
I wish that I can do more, or we can do more, but we can only do much.
It's just one thing at a time. I believe one thing at a time leads you to, if you have the heart to do something for people, I truly believe that, and you can do it.
So when Agnes was saying that you send books back, is there a certain type of books and stuff that you send back, or is it, what do you collect mostly?
Something for elementary school.
For elementary school. And you send it once a year?
Once a year or twice a year. It depends how many books we collected. And, of course, it costs money also to send over there.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting emails like they needed some, computers, laptop. And I've been praying.
Well, you know what? You might want to get with some, just throwing it out there, nonprofits, some banks sometimes when they get rid of the computer system and upgrades, maybe something that you can look into that may, I don't know whether they do, donate stuff like that. I don't even know if you can reach out to the companies itself, Acer, and see if there's anything that they can donate towards a project. But anything would be worth looking into, especially when it's actually looking for learning going back to your home area.
Now I'm starting calling all the targets. You know, the eyeglasses. Yeah, they've been donating a lot.
Of eyeglasses?
Oh, yes. Well,
reading glasses?
Yes, reading glasses, some prescription glasses, because what I do is, so one time I went to Walmart and these people, they just kept dropping their old ones.
Lions Club.
Okay, we'll give it to you. Okay, thank you. So I've been donating it in the Philippines. So what I do, we gather all the senior citizens over there in my barangay, and they would just try on all this, and whatever fits to them, okay, that's yours.
That's
okay. Well, so I got some glasses I'll give you. So now you said barangay.
Barangay is like a village.
Okay. And you just send all the glasses over there, and they keep trying until they find glasses that work.
That fits them.
Right here. I mean, that's amazing. That's humanitarian work right there.
You do that because, like, really, like, it's expensive. Like she say, sending home. Like, if I buy book and stuff, it costs more to send them by. But if we find like a cargo that goes and you pay not that much, but you can send a lot of stuff at once. My goal is to open library, school, and clothing. You know, all that. It's some things that I know here the children are a struggle too. I'm not, everywhere, but some things that you can throw here, over there, like they can wear. And we have work to do. Just one thing at a time.
And I just want to shout out to all my friends in Utah as well. Since I moved here, so I still have like 4 or 5 targets that I called there. So, hey, Agnes, we have something for you.
That's
Of course, obviously, I'm not there anymore, right? So I would call my friends, hey, can you pick it up? So when I go back there in Utah, I'm going there in May, I would gather all this again and ship it there.
You see, that's good.
So
that's
thank you, my friends.
That's awesome. See, that's the support that you need to make sure everything gets everywhere. It's not just one person. She has connection there, and there you is in Ethiopia, and everybody's trying to make a difference. And even here, I know United Way has helped out sometimes when they have paper products and stuff left over that you guys can get to send back, which makes a difference. That way it's just not sitting there and going to waste.
Right.
Yes.
So right on our show, we got some amazing people that if I had an award, I would give it to y'all. I can give y'all a coffee cup and say, here's your award for all the hard work you're doing.
And then, Diana, I was reading this humanitarian aid or whatever we call that. It just didn't start like 20 years ago.
Ma'am.
It's been
way back in 19th century.
Yeah.
19th century, it was going on. It was. But I looked at some other names too. Desmond Tutu. Y'all remember him?
Yeah.
Desmond Tutu. The late Archbishop Desmond Tutu was celebrated for his leadership in the right against lifelong commitment to peace and human rights. Desmond Tutu. Then we had Angelina Jolie.
Yes.
Bill and Melinda Gates.
She actually, Angelina, she adopted one of our Ethiopian girl. She's now how old? 20? Yeah.
Angelina?
Yeah.
Oh, she did?
Yes, before she had her children.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had that from Ethiopia.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of little foundations that goes with that. I'm always thinking that United Way is, of course, big in that. But Mount Carmel Helps is an organization here that I think it's just an organization people don't know a whole lot about, but they give out food all the time. St. Julia's Church give out food all the time trying to help. So there's so much humanitarian work that's going on behind the scene that a lot of people don't know. But if we can just reach out, I think everybody has that spirit in them to give if they, know that there's a need. But there's a need. Salvation Army, Red Cross. All those organizations are really could be
They're
definitely
there to help out.
Yes, I'm right there to help out.
Also, some churches do that too, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, your church.
Our church Mount Sinai and Richlands. Yeah. We forever doing stuff. We have actually, like Kayla went to Africa. My daughter went to Africa, and they, doing on mission trips.
Yes.
So we have a lot of mission trips that we sponsor to send back to try to help as well. But we seek out needs that need to be. And I'm one of these people. I challenge different churches when you taking up mission money. I'm like, you know what mission money really is, right? It's not really to stay in your bank account. It is to go out to really do mission.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't really like me.
Yeah, I know
stuff like that. But it's mission work.
I know some that they just, hold their money. You need to give out because you're not profit. Give.
The more you give, the more it comes back.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes, they are. Yeah. So, Elton John, through the Elton John AIDS Foundation, he has been awarded for his efforts in combating AIDS and supporting affected communities. That one was something else that I didn't even realize was, there. Elton John, the one with AIDS.
Who's that?
Elton John.
The singer.
He was a singer, girl. Where you been?
No. I'm like, who was that? I'm terrible with names.
If I could sing, I could sing a song, but I didn't get it. Go ahead.
Candle in the Wind is one of his songs.
Yes.
I might know his song, I might not know name. I'm terrible with name. Don't ask me. I call you by saying my love. Say hi. Say beautiful. I'm trying to say your name, okay? I'm terrible with names. So can you sing?
No, I can't. Agnes, we just got through singing. Let me sing that win for him.
You really don't know him. Okay, let me see.
She can look it up, but he has that foundation. And I think a lot of time this foundation is really here to bring about education, awareness of it. So we'll know the education. Again, back to what you did, it was more of the education awareness. This is happening. This is what then I like that you had the police department there.
Yes.
I don't know whether they got a chance, but they had literature there at your event as well. I was scared of the dog, but.
Okay, can you sing, Agnes?
Put her on the spot.
Oh my God. Can you sing, Agnes?
Yes, she could. But while she's finding it, Rihanna, You remember Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Rihanna was also, she was recognized for her
she
charity
is.
work through the Clara Lano Foundation. She received an NAACP President Award. And NAACP is a big thing here also in the area too, because they do a lot of work on education for disaster relief and healthcare.
Yes.
You know, I'm so glad now that people are starting to understand they are more from not just, they're fighting for rights, but they're fighting for rights for everybody.
Yes.
But that disaster relief and healthcare is amazing, y'all, because we're having so many strange things happening. Which to me, I'm thinking it's Bible fulfilling, but things that are happening is truly Bible fulfilling, but it's happening, you know? So there's, you know, people out there for the disaster. You going to sing it?
I want you to sing it.
Yeah.
I guess.
I want to hear
Oh
it.
my gosh. Lamar, can you sing one?
Can you sing?
Okay, let's find one for Fatia because he doesn't know who is Elton John.
I cannot believe that.
You say,
Well, I can play one of his.
maybe it's not my age. It's not my age group.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's not Lamar. Maybe it's not my age group.
So we'll see.
Tell me.
Okay, so this is one of his song, okay? Let's play it for Fatia because he doesn't know who Elton John is.
But we don't own the rights to this song. We just listening to it to enjoy it. So I want to make sure you guys know we don't own no rights to anything. Just the right to enjoy it.
No, I don't. You see, that's you guys' generation. It's not mine.
This is one.
Ask me Asher.
Song.
You have to say. Yeah, that's your generation, guys.
He actually sang this during Princess Diana's
Yes.
week.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know who she is, right?
Diana.
Princess Diana. You know?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I heard the queen, princess of England, right?
She's the
Okay.
one who does a lot of humanitarian.
Yes,
also.
she is.
A lot.
I watched
A
her.
lot.
I watched her documentary. But yeah, that's you guys' generation. So ask me Boseman and all that. Asher and
They did.
Yeah, now I don't know who that is.
no, I don't.
The circle of life.
Yeah. The circle.
Circle.
The circle.
You know that song, The Circle of Life.
I don't
Lion King.
listen. I
Come on
don't.
now.
I'm telling you, no.
Oh my goodness.
Key.
Oh my goodness. The circle of life. I'm gonna send it to you when we leave here. But let me go. Well, maybe you know.
I'm 90s, 95, like 96, like Brandy time. Ask me those. If I heard the song, I might know. No, probably
Tell them
90.
your kids ain't watched Lion King.
So we're gonna,
Oh, the Lion King. Oh,
That's
African.
the song.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
the song.
maybe I don't know the name.
Elton John sung that. The circle of life.
Oh, goodness. Okay, I know the
Mufasa?
lion.
Mufasa stuff. Okay. All right, let's get back to this right here.
This is how fun our show is. You know, we can just talk about anything.
It's amazing to me. Well, we also had Barack and Michelle Obama. They both received awards for their initiative to support education, veterans, and underserved communities through the Obama Foundation.
Yes.
You know who they are, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I
just
have
wanna
to
make
know
sure.
Obama. I have to know him.
Because we gotta check with her now, you know. But these humanitarians, I think this is something that needs to be talked about even more of what the people do to give and to give back, to reach out. That's helping. Because what you guys do is amazing.
You do
You know,
too, sister. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. I'm just
Everybody tell me, like, I go places. Do you know Diana? I swear. Reach out to Diana. I'm like, here her number. They write me down. I say, I know Diana. I swear, wherever I go. Oh, Diana, reach out to Diana.
Well, we got work.
Now that you've mentioned about Diana, so I attended New Year's Eve, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saw, what's her name? Tanyeka?
to Kenya.
Takenya. Yeah, Takenya. Oh, you're with Diana. You're like,
No, they tell me to go so she can help me. I go a few places, office. They say, do you know Diana? She's so lovely. I swear she's going to help you. They give me their number, like, I'm like, okay. I said,
We on the show together every on Wednesday.
I said,
you know?
do you watch her Colorful Voices of Sisterhood? Yeah. Oh, they don't recognize me. Like, what do you mean? I am there too.
but sister, seriously, you don't have to have money, a lot of money to do a humanitarian work. You can just start with one. I mean, You know,
I
what you
respectfully, I disagree
share what
with
you
that.
have already at home.
Yeah,
If you
but
have a lot
what you have.
Like money and goods.
Yeah, just being kind to someone. If you can save somebody, one person life. It does not require money, you know.
Right.
But if you want to go above, like if you want to build places, yes. But to just be kind, you don't have to wait to have money to be kind to someone. So if I have 2 clothes, if you give someone, you know, clothe them, you can give your own what you have. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to have money.
There was one lady, Fatil, I just want to go back to just one spot that the lady has, it looks like tulle on her clothing Saturday night at the fashion show. But I love how she said it was for all shapes and sizes.
You know where she came from? 3
That was
hours.
beautiful.
Yeah.
3 hours.
She drove in 3 hours from somewhere.
Yes.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Because everybody, no matter, you know, who you are, where you come from, your background, to me, ought to be able to feel special. And everybody goes through stuff. I tell people all the time, when I share my story, they be like, you didn't ever look like you went through that. I says, well, everybody has a story.
We do.
You know? It's how you go through it. Are you going to let it just take you out, or are you going to figure out, like, I got to be stronger because now I got to help somebody else?
Yes.
So we're all trying to help somebody else.
Correct.
Trying to reach back. I love how you reach back to your homeland to help. That is so important to me. That's why when people come to rich lands and they try to say Richlands, I says, no, it is rich lands. I want to make sure you pronounce it right. But I'm proud.
I say sometimes
People
Richmond.
that are rich, right? People that are rich.
I said Richmond. Which one? Richmond, Virginia? I said, no, we have one here. They said, it's not Richmond, it's Richland.
But it is important. And I was hoping Raquel get here because Raquel have done a lot by being a sergeant major retired out of the military. She reaches back, and even sometimes on their vacation, they are doing
They
stuff.
went to Kenya. It was last year? They went to Kenya?
I think it was last year. Or the year before.
22. Yeah, 22. They went to Kenya. Her and Vino. Yeah, they really, they connect with, sometimes you have to go your zone to see other country. Like you will like say, oh my God, what I will do if I'm, like I tell my daughter, what do you do if you don't have a bathroom? You have to go in the backyard. And roaches coming out. And find the roaches and run away.
It's tough for me because I grew up with an outhouse. Right here in North Carolina, we didn't have running bathrooms growing up. So I was older when we actually got a bathroom or a commode that was actually in the house. We actually had an outhouse where you had to use the pot in the house, go out the next morning and clean. We grew up that way right here in North Carolina, in Richlands,
you
on
have
the
my
farm.
African experience.
You know what? You're not alone. You are not alone.
Right.
Growing up, also our bathroom and our shower is outside.
Listen, this is the funny part.
Just like wash up.
Listen, the funny part is you take a shower. We don't have the ceiling, so if it rains, you just take a shower with the rain. You don't have to worry about getting put the picture and putting it. Okay, it's raining. Let's take a shower.
It's amazing though when you look back at some stuff and
how did I survive? Right?
Right. You were like,
we survived. So now I went to Ethiopia 2019. We were driving from capital of Ethiopia to my home. And I saw like they were mountain, right? There was only few houses, just few, like one here, one there. Guess what? They have to walk 10 miles to get water, food, no light. I was like, I swear, I was crying. I said, thank God, because like now I overcome all that, and I was from city. Watching them, I said, God, so how many like they living? Imagine. I tell my daughter sometimes I'm going to take you there and leave you for a little bit. See what you're going to do.
But they don't even know that they may be comfortable with it because they're
that's the only thing they know and they have. There is no comparison.
Once they experience what we have experienced,
I cannot live there right now. Like I can like go and I'm happy when I go back home. But when I go back home, the houses look like little tiny. because I get used to this building stuff. Like, oh my God, what happened to I was crying because the houses look so tiny, dusty. I'm like, oh, my little people.
Yeah.
Because I get used to the light and stuff. When my mom, she talked to me, I do FaceTime. She have light, everything. Mom, go to the light. She's telling me, it is light. It's not like that kind of light. She tell me, babe, I am next to the light. Mom, I cannot see you. She take it to the next to the light. Yes, my daughter, like she loves.
Yeah, that light is already light to them.
Yeah,
Ours is
it's so
still
dark.
dim. Yeah,
It looks like a little flashlight. Even flashlight has more light.
Wow.
Yeah.
So do they actually have like lamp lights or just
We
lights
used to
from
have
the
that. We used to
outside?
steal from community. I swear, it's true story. I swear, we used to steal.
Monkey, not stealing.
I swear, my brother one time he fall. He trying to steal at night, trying to connect. He just fall because we used to use the gas. Light, what they call the gas?
Shilling.
Yeah, that's what we used to.
Shilling, yeah.
So when gas is out of the gas, we don't go outside because our outside is bathroom is,
It's
outside.
dark.
So yeah. So my brother, he said one day, like, I have to steal. We bought the, we did for a few months. They did not know.
Yeah, remember when I was young also? After dinner, me and my sisters, hey, let's go use the bathroom outside now because we're going to go to bed because I don't want to get up.
Like, get up.
And go to
It's not like now where you get up through the night, you just like, I gotta go. So now you just held it, right?
Sometimes it's like we go bed and 7 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, we want to go bathroom. For us, like, oh my God, when it's going to be in the morning? Go, rooster. Okay, now we can go.
But let me tell you something though, even our lives is like that. When I was growing up, I have a happy life. Yeah, happy growing up.
We would have.
We have ample of foods.
Yeah.
There is no comparison. If you say everybody live in the same situation, who you compare to?
Well, and probably was less crime. People wasn't doing so much. People was loving each other. Family was truly
Everything
family.
is organic.
People was living longer, wasn't as sick as,
Yeah.
Because everything now is grown so fast. So a lot of times I think sickness comes from that.
Yep. My mom, she tell me, Mom, what are you eating, babe? I say, chicken. Oh, send me that chicken. I said, Mom, people here it's like a mouse and Tom and Jerry food. Like I said, there you can eat whatever you want. We don't eat meat all the time. So we were like Friday for those that don't have Friday. So I said, Mom, people, they don't eat like chicken like we eat back home. Everything we eat in here is healthy.
Fresh compared to processed.
Yes. I said, my mom, she loved meat. I said, I'm going to bring you here. I said, Mom, they sell chicken. She loves meat. She doesn't, if she doesn't see meat, she doesn't want to eat anything.
Wow. So have she traveled outside?
She used to work, my mom, she used to take, you will say in America, she's a drug dealer. We have cat they call, it's like, it look like that. You chew, it make you high. So my mom, she used to sell that. But for back home, listen, for Somalia, Kenya, Djibouti, Ethiopia, Yemen, Sudan, it's just like something regular they do every day. So that's how my mom, she used to make money. If it was America, she would go to jail.
Oh my goodness.
I know, that's true stories.
There's no rules there.
So she doesn't want to pay tax. My mom, she was gangster, I swear. She did not want to pay tax. So when you go through to Lagahar, they call Lagahar, that's train station, you have to pay to take that cat into Djibouti. So when she doesn't want to pay, she doesn't have money. So we used to put inside her clothes to wrap it around. No, it's really like my mom, she used to walk like this. Yeah. So she doesn't have to pay extra tax.
My gangster friend.
Really, she did. We used to help her lay down, like we just roll her over, wrap it on, here and leg and everywhere. Back home, you can get away with that because they wear long dress, they cover, so you cannot touch them.
See it?
Some they know she just give them $5 and stuff. She's like,
And they go.
They let her go.
Lord, this lady over here smuggling some stuff through. Lord have mercy for
That's
Tia.
where it's true
Is
story.
that
I was
another
young.
book writing?
Yes,
that
it's
you're
got
gonna
to
do?
be.
I didn't even put that, but I'm glad I talk about it. I'm going to put it.
Yeah, go back and put that in the book because I'm telling you, bestseller books. Oh my goodness! So we talking today about the humanitarian, just being a good humanitarian, but also the awards that it's not just a trophy. It's just doing good. And I even think it's good how us as Colorful Sisters come together because we was able to share our story
Yeah.
and actually help a lot. So that is a part of it as well.
And we uplifting. We're gonna have March our first
Yes,
annual.
our
Yeah.
first Queen's Ball Gala, March 8th at the Hilton Garden Inn. We are honoring our women because it's International Women's Month, the month of March. And we are also excited because we have women who go above and beyond. I mean, these women, they're not just doing humanitarian. And these women, they're not just doing what they're doing. Like we have nurses, but they're not just doing their profession. They're doing humanitarian volunteerism. So we are excited.
And we got women,
what do you think, ladies?
international women from different walks of life.
Yes.
That's what I like. We have a lot of different walks of life.
Yes.
They're not only, wife or mother, they are more. You see, they do all that. And some people think like, if you're a woman and woman also, they can do more than just being wife.
Yeah.
And,
You're
mother.
a super woman.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, let me tell you how important we are. Because God never put a woman to sleep. He put a man to sleep.
That's
but he
right.
never put a woman to sleep.
Preach,
and we're
sister.
still awake today. Some of the men are still asleep. But
You know
we
why I
give them
said-
credit because we still need them. But look, so that's March 8th. And it's going to be at the Hilton Garden Inn. The tickets will be on sale. The tickets are $100. And we got a lot of fabulous women. So make sure you get your ticket. Guys, thank you for being with us today. Us talking about the Humanitarian Award. It is not just a trophy. It is the work that we put in. So again, we thank you for always being with us. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share.
Yes.
And we still are looking for people to be a sponsor, and it's not too late. So we say thank you for tuning in with us, and we'll see you the next time.
Bye.
This was good.